Hi everybody, welcome to the 6th episode of Ms.Understood. I can't wait for me to be saying this is the 10th episode coming soon though. This is Ms.Understood, and this is going to be a very interesting conversation because this is one that is very close to my heart, because it involves the act of clarifying and giving understanding to an area that is very often talked about in passing, and this is believing in yourself. I just want to make something very clear, is that self-belief has nothing to do with your personality. Just because you're extroverted or introverted, I have seen that it has no reflection on what you believe in yourself. I'm very extroverted as a personality. I love people. I love being around guys. I speak a lot, as you can clearly tell, and I can engage you in conversations from here to Timbuktu without even being afraid. But for the longest time, even to date, I have still struggled with a lot of believing in myself. And I would like to say that it's not a disability to believe in yourself. It's not to have a struggle with your self-belief. It's not a disability. It's I feel like it's one of those areas that if we talk about and you start to work on, you can start getting into your motion. I don't think, first, don't be harsh on yourself if you struggle with kujijua ama kujiamini. No. Don't struggle with it. You're not the enemy because you struggle. You're just a person who has a struggle and we can figure it out. So don't be hard on yourself. Please. And why I want to share that is because many guys sit with me and even share with me, and you guys, some of you guys are so kind as to DMing and saying, oh my God, Nyawira, I want your confidence. I want the way you believe in yourself. I want it all. And in my head, I'm thinking, guy, even me, I want it, because I really struggle with my self-belief. I struggle with, I'm a very harsh critic of myself. And for many opportunities, I kill myself from them because I get scared that, how would it be taken? And so you start kujishuku, And why I do this video is because a few weeks ago, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, Wanjiro. You guys know Wanjiro. And I keep telling people, guys, you guys don't know how misunderstood Wanjiro is as a personality. Wanjiro is such a ball of wisdom, and every time I'm around her, I always feel like I've improved as a person. And so forever indebted to you, Wanjiro. I love you dearly, and I thank you so much for pushing me and even being used of God to spark this conversation, because she and I were having a discussion and it was about this platform, Ms.Understood, and she was like, hey, and I kept on telling her, hey, I'm really struggling. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if I'm in the right path. And she said, Nyash, if I'm quoting her, paraphrasing, but she said, Nyash, if only you could come out of yourself and see how people see you, you'd stop viewing yourself so small. That is the reason for this video. We were going for this 20 or so minutes, 21, 22 minutes. We're going to come out of ourselves for a few minutes and see ourselves in a different light. And I hope that when you come back to yourself, you will be able to believe in yourself a bit stronger. So what does believing in yourself mean? Believing in yourself first is not a gesture of pride. It isn't. It's how you release it, how you share it though can lead to a bit of pride. But believing in yourself is knowing who you are, what you're about, and being confident about it, but also not being constantly in a place of doubt when it comes to who you are and your identity. And this thing is actually, it's a bit difficult to just put in a sentence, because sometimes some people think that because I can stand in front of guys, I'm confident, and so of course I believe in myself. Unacceptable, because you can be so gifted in speaking that when the mic is off, you come back home and you're like, guy, what did I do there? And you start to pile down yourself with all these things. The truth is, you are said to believe in yourself when everything goes off and you still know who you are and are confident with what you said and confident in who you are and what was taken from what you shared, right? I would like to say that there are many reasons why people don't believe in themselves. And as a person, I'll share mine, because I struggle with self-belief a lot, because I tend to feel like, one, I'm not worthy. Like it's pop culture calls it Imposter Syndrome, where you feel like it's okay that I'm here, but do I really belong here? And it cripples you, because it becomes Imposter Syndrome manifests into like a deeper deeper hole of fear where you start feeling like, actually, I don't belong here. Why am I here? Why am I here? And you start crying and you start becoming so cruel to yourself. That's one of the reasons why. The second reason why you suffer from inadequate self-belief, and inadequacy in self-belief, is that you become, it's also about the people that you surround yourself with, your environment. Yeah, when you have people around you who are constantly telling you you can do this, they support you when you're doing something, they push you, they are very keen on making sure that you don't slip into that hole. I appreciate the friends I have now because that's where I am, because they also know that I have this struggle. So when they see like, Nyawera, you're drifting, it's quick. Another way of, another thing that puts us in a place of self-belief is that our mind is so cluttered with opinions. Yani, you close your eyes like this, it's like a PowerPoint presentation with like 800 slides of why you're doing it wrong, why you're just a failure, and all these things, they clog your understanding of who you are and block your belief in yourself. I want to say that the moment you declutter all those people and all those voices and all those opinions, all those past experiences that make you feel like you're smaller, all those opinions and comments that have been thrown your way that make you feel like you are undeserving of every opportunity, the moment you declutter, I tell you, you start to feel like you're a new person. You know the way Superman, I loved him. When he was on his desk as a plain Joe, his head was always down, working. But the moment he had to go and save people, it's like he just tears his shirt up open and comes into himself fully. That's how I picture we get when we find ourselves and become, we believe in ourselves and what we're meant to do. So declutter, kill those opinions. And let me tell you something, past experiences can make you believe in yourself less. It could be that you're in a relationship that was emotionally abusive and you are told very many things that put you down, that even became the definition of who you've become today. Those things like you can't do those things. You can't do. You've had you can't so many times that you stopped believing that you actually can do something. I just want to remind you that you are capable of doing whatever you put your mind to. And that's a good and bad thing, because the good thing is that it can be, you're capable of doing it so well that even the bad things, you're capable of doing them equally well. Please, you're capable of anything you put your mind to. So put your mind to the right things. It could be that your family setup growing up, you are maybe the oppressed child. Maybe you are the one who was the underachiever in your family. Maybe you're the one who didn't amount to much because you didn't have as much academic success. You didn't get into, you didn't build yourself in your profession. You're not a professional. And maybe your family just full of professionals. Maybe you're the one who every time you show up, they have to say that's the creative, because you're just out of it. You know, you're like the black sheep. That's what they're called by people. The moment you believe in yourself and declutter, you silence those thoughts that have become your definition, where in every room you enter, you start to feel like you're oppressed. You start to feel like you're the lesser person because of all those experiences. Please. Your past is so important. We can't act like the past didn't happen, but to become the person that you're meant to become in life, please, let's redefine everything that has been told to us as the definition of who we are. The third one is, maybe you just are your own poison. You know, sometimes we can blame everybody, but we are our own poison. And this is where I know my source of struggle is that I can sit down somewhere, and I can share this with you guys because it's so true. When we were on the Psycho podcast a lot of times, I really love that opportunity and platform. Thank you so much, Ben. I love you all so dearly. Even to date, I really struggle reading the comments. And because of this one reason, the moment someone throws a harsh comment, I feel like everything that I have done is irrelevant because this one comment has turned me off. Let me just make this very clear. I'm still not out of that hole. I'm very vulnerable when it comes to what people will say about what I'm doing. And sometimes life will push you to require to have thicker skin than normal. Life will make you question your purpose. It will make you question, what did I say there? It will make you feel like, oh, that didn't come out right. And unfortunately, life is like a live recording. You can't cut and say, stop, let me take that again. It keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. So I think in those situations where you feel like you are your own greatest undoing, please just be kind on yourself. And sometimes it's as simple as push yourself to those places where you may receive a bit of hostility. So that when you receive it, you learn how to respond to it slowly by slowly by slowly by slowly. And this is me doing this because I feel like I need to tell myself that. I need to tell myself that, Nyawera, you need to stop thinking that the world is only happy. That people who are not always going to be cheering you on. Accept it. The world is not only the white side, even the black and dark side of life. Oh, that sounds like a very racist statement. The sadder side of life is always there. And so people will not always receive things the way you receive them. People will not always answer questions the way you want them to be answered. People will not always love on you and give you everything that you need. Accept it. And in the same way, don't let that define what you're doing. Imagine the number of things I've stopped myself from doing because I felt like, how will that look? I've put so many question marks and no's, not realizing that if I just do it, there's no other way I'll know. And so my mantra in life for the last month has been, let's just do it. If they like it, great. If they don't, twende. Yeah? And so you could be your own greatest enemy by doing that. So please, please, please stop being harsh on yourself. Be strong. It's not a problem to struggle with self-belief. It's a problem when you find comfort in the struggle. So make yourself uncomfortable in that thing. Make yourself say, hey, I need to push myself here. Become your biggest cheerleader. Wake up in the morning, do those affirmations if that's how you do it. Wake up in the morning and say, I am strong, I am courageous, I am confident, I am able to achieve, I am great, I am a solution giver. Say all those affirmations loudly. Believe in them. Don't just say them. Believe in them. And when that happens, you start to feel like, I actually am great. I am able to give people solutions. I am able to stop people. I am able to silence thoughts, yeah? And I'm able to do so much more than I can imagine. Another way of dealing with self-belief that I'm learning to do is, please, let's appreciate boundaries, right? And boundaries is letting people's opinions get, like you place a boundary to what people can tell you about certain things. You must, the good book tells us to guard our hearts. I feel like that's very important. And when I read that scripture a while ago, I learned it so differently. And guarding your heart is not putting a lock and the two chumas, the two wires and the padlock, picture it. No, it's not that. Guarding your heart is saying, I'm going to put boundaries to how far certain people, certain comments, certain reactions, certain responses can go. That boundary is that you are in your house. You are in the front, up or to like a balcony. The first boundary is that balcony. This is the closest anybody can come. If somebody wants to talk to me, that's how far they can come. You can't go further than that. The other boundary is they are up or chini, downstairs. You can talk to me, I'll hear you, but you won't come too close to me. The other boundary is you are even outside the fence. You will be shouting, "Wey, Nyawera, we want to talk to you." You can shout from that side, but the boundary that I will place is that I will let you come so close. Please, 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 please put those boundaries in place. And if you have people in your life, articulate those boundaries to them. Because I'm learning that as a person, I bottle a lot when things are said to me. I can tell you, I'm one of those people, I don't know if you're like that, but I'm one of those people who I can quote to you exactly what you said about me, and you may have never known that you said it. Like, you're like, okay, I said that. When they said that 3 years ago on this day, and I remember it so clearly. Because when I bottle them, I beba, kabisa. It's such a bad trait. But what I've seen it do is that every time I start to see myself, like, let me give an example. There's a lady who told me a while ago, women like you who talk a lot, they don't go far in life. And every time I get an opportunity to speak, I hear that lady's voice so clearly in my head. Like, I can hear her, even now I can hear her. And even I can, you know how bad it is? I can even smell what perfume she was in that day when she said it to me. And let me tell you what that did. It made me feel like my voice was irrelevant in the world. Like it made me feel like nobody should hear me. Nobody deserves to hear me, because people who talk a lot don't amount to anything. And the truth is, I could lie to you right now and tell you, those words didn't define me. I am greater than those words. I am greater. But the truth is, for a very long time, those words destabilized me. They disabled me and made me feel like I was undeserving and that my voice was irrelevant. I don't know where you are in life. I don't know what struggles you're going through. I don't know what voices you've had, what people's thoughts have done to you, what they've shaped you to become, what fears you have inside. I don't know what those are for you. But I want to remind you that if you could just stop seeing all those people, stop seeing all those opinions, stop hearing them, stop replaying them, rewind button for those comments, kill it, mute it, destroy. Yeah? The more dominance you give those opinions, the more they become powerful in your life. And you give them so much power that they begin to define you. And eventually they kill who you really are. Self-belief is not something you will wake up in the morning and fix. It's a process. Accept it. Learn it with time. Believe in yourself with time. Allow yourself to go through it properly. Don't be the type of guys who think that tomorrow morning I'm going to post all 100 quotes and I'm going to share them with the world and they're going to know that me, I believe in myself. But then nobody cares about your self-belief because it affects you directly. And this is why when you meet certain people, you meet them and you're like, I felt like you threw so many things at me, but I didn't really understand who you are. And sometimes people cover up their lack of self-belief with punchlines and quotes. Depending on the circles you're in, they will overcompensate in certain areas so that you don't see this shortcoming that they have. Let me just let you know that it's more than the punchlines. It's more than the quotes. It's so much more. Please, if you're hearing me and everything else, let's kill these facades. Let's wipe off all these masks that we wear all the time so that people don't see our inadequacies. I remember the first time I shared with somebody that I struggled with self-belief. They laughed to my face, like, wewe aje? And in my head I was like, but I'm telling you this because I want your help. I really want your help. But they laughed, and it broke my heart because I left there and felt like, maybe it sounds like a joke. But I actually did struggle. At the time I was really struggling with it. And the truth is that I was willing to tell you that so that you can tell me how to step out and step out and solve this problem that I'm in. Share with people on your heart. Self-belief is not a superpower. No, it's not. And I feel like that's something we need to tell people. It's not it'll help you, but it's not the point of salvation for other people. If you believe in yourself well enough, help guys who are going through it. Don't be the type to kemea guys and tell them, you figure yourself out. Wewe kwani ujijui? Wewe ni mbana wewe? No. If I knew what was wrong with me, I would have helped myself a long time ago because it would have just been a one fixed wonder. That's how it's made to look like. That's unacceptable. If you have made it in that area and helped yourself and figured it out and you've gone before others, myself included, let's be able to tell guys that what we went through. And sometimes it's not about here are 10 steps to here are 10 steps to working your self-belief and your self-confidence. No. That's not it. The truth is that if you can share, like I'm interested in sharing more and more with people about the struggles I have, so that in them they can find their healing. Because people resonate with pain more than they do with victory. Because not everybody is winning, but I can bet you a majority of people are hurting. So let's be kind to guys who are in the process. Let's be kind and let's remind people that even when it becomes harder and more difficult, you can come out of it. You can maneuver your way around it. So don't give up. Baby, please don't give up. Please. Because the truth is when you come out of that fear and you begin to believe in yourself more, it begins to see like the tunnel has a form of light because you have such new perspective. You are open to hearing people more. You're open to listening to people's ideas. You're open to helping people when they're going through a difficult time. Don't give up. you figuring this out will be your light at the end of the tunnel. So be encouraged. We're all in this journey together. And to be very honest, very few guys, I know very few people who can say nimefika, you know. And even for them, I tend to feel like bado by the hujafika bado. But push yourself. Try a bit more. Believe in yourself. And this is gonna sound like a very scary thing, is that believe in yourself to believe in yourself. Like, believe that you can believe in yourself. And that's the first step to doing it. Believe that I too deserve to believe in myself. There's so much in me, and the moment I believe in myself, I can come out of it and I can fix so many things in my life. You're not a problem because you struggle. You're a problem when you're comfortable in that struggle. So yeah, this was Misunderstood episode 6. And I hope and pray that at the end of this episode, you will begin the journey. You will come back into yourself. That's the way we had said we come out of ourselves for a few minutes, but you'll come back into yourself and see yourself like the giant you are, not like the caterpillar you think you are. So please be strong, be courageous. And in fact, wait, let me just share this quote with you. I read this quote and it really, 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 really made me happy. Sorry, here it is. It says, a bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch but its own wings. Isn't that so nice? So nice. And I really like that quote because you can do so much more in life if you only believe in yourself. So don't be afraid, and fill your mind with positivity. Fill your mind with the optimism that you can come out of it. Fill your mind read books that challenge you to believe in yourself. Sharpen your skill in the area you think you are gifted in. Become a master in something. Pursue your purpose, pursue your passion without any fear of anything in the world. Drown the fear you have with the amount of faith and positivity that you know you can get when you believe in yourself. And finally, if you are able to be around people who can push you, to surround yourself with the right environment, kill the toxicity, but above all else, because we are our own greatest undoing, declutter. You know what decluttering feels like? On the laptop, when you have a lot of things on your desktop and your documents are nasty and you want to put them in the trash, that decluttering is just removing things. Put things in the trash that are not relevant. Put all those bad comments that you feel like are good for you, that you want to keep because you feel like you're going to bait someone, because imagine there's a day, there may never be a day when you confront somebody, so just put it in the trash. Put all those opinions and those misconceptions that you have put in yourself, in your mind, put them in the trash. Believe in yourself. And I tell you for sure, the moment you do, you will become that light at the end of the tunnel. Because for many who are behind you, they just need to see that somebody has believed in themselves and have made it. You can do it. And I'm telling you this not because nimefika unacceptable, but because I too am on my journey. And I pray that even the light I share, it may be small, but I pray that that light gives you some hope that even we can do it together. So have a great time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Misunderstood. Subscribe, share. Let's make life more bearable, right? I love you all dearly and have an amazing, amazing, amazing week. Bye.